A vision of an expansive Mahā-Samudda. One night, as my mind settled into meditation, samadhi, I experienced a vision, nimitta, of an ocean, Mahā-Samudda, so expansive it stretched as far as the eye could see. The massive earth-retaining wall holding it back extended 4 kilometers or so. There were many, many people, numbering in the millions, crammed along the shore of the ocean. Gigantic waves pummeled the shore, filling the air with thunderous crashes. A voice announced, "Whoever wishes to cross this Mahā-Samudda to get to the other side, if you can make it across, you will no longer have to be reborn in the human world." This announcement repeated continuously. There was a group of people who wanted to cross the Mahā-Samudda. They jumped into the water and tried to float across, but the ocean's colossal waves slammed them back onto shore. Again they tried, and again they were thrust back onto shore. At that time, I didn't see a single person manage to float out past the waves. Some looked weary and exhausted from the brutal beatings they suffered from the ocean's waves. Some laid along the shore, utterly exhausted, their limp limbs listlessly outstretched. Some sat hugging their knees, despondently staring out at the ocean. The many people who were pummeled by the monstrous waves appeared defeated and discouraged from crossing the Mahā-Samudda. They could only sit, lie down, or pace, as if internally reflecting that, "I'll probably be unable to cross over to the other side of the ocean within this lifetime." The majority of people were uninterested in going against the currents to reach the other side. They spent all of their time on fun strolls, taking in the mountains and jumping into the water. Uninterested in the resounding announcement, they simply stood around watching the others. There were people from every background, all genders, all ages, ordained individuals clad in ochre or white, as well as commoners. Everyone was crammed together along the ocean's shore, hoping to make it across to the other side. I sat watching the mass of people and listening to the announcement. If you can make it across, you will no longer have to be reborn in the human world. Those words gave me courage. The ocean's waves are nothing. I definitely have enough strength to float across to the other side. And at that moment, I got up and walked over there. I was confident that I would surely make it across. I cleaved a path through the herd of people and stood on the edge of the shore. I placed my hands in the lotus position at my chest and made a resolute determination, adhitthana. Now I will traverse the ocean's currents to get to the other side. May the perfections of character, bārami, that I have cultivated in past lives and in this present life, serve as the power and strength I need to swim across this ocean and make it to the other side. Once I had finished the resolution, I leapt out with full force, and it felt like I flew a distance of 40 meters or so. In the moment my chest was about to hit the water, some kind of animal, I had no idea what it was, whether it was a fish or an ox, appeared and propped up my chest on its back. The instant we made contact, there was an airtight suction between my chest and its back. The animal flew through the parted waves of the great ocean at lightning speed. I swam along with hand strokes and kicked my feet with all my might. A huge wave came at us with tremendous force. I used my strength along with the animal fused at my chest to slam directly into it. The power thrust forth cleaved the huge wave and sent broken waves pulsing in every direction. It was as if a large ship collided with a great wave and continued on its way. After making it past the first wave, a second, third, fourth, and fifth wave, all of equally great magnitude, came rolling in toward me with immense force. I used my strength to cleave the waves and then came face to face with the sixth one. This sixth wave was unlike the others. It was more like a colossal wave that thrashed about and broke onto itself and covered a broad expanse. I used my strength to cleave the monstrous wave and made it past without feeling the least bit weary or sore. I felt encouraged that I would make it across to the other side as I had planned. When I reached the middle of the vast ocean, my eyes swept every direction for shore, but found none. There was only emptiness and the perpetual intersection of sky and water. I continued to swim. I spotted an island in the middle of the ocean, around 8 kilometers away. A voice said, "Don't go near that island. If you do, the swirling undercurrents will suck you into the island. Once on the island, you will be unable to make it across to the other side. You will only return to the same course." After hearing that, I was careful to avoid getting pulled into the swirling undercurrents encircling the island. I swam toward the left in order to avert the island, but the current still grabbed hold of my right leg. I used my strength to forcefully flick my leg out of its grasp and managed to free myself from the swirling undercurrent. The island's undercurrent flowed counterclockwise and spanned a large radius. The currents were strong and spiraled. If someone slipped into them, they would quickly get sucked into the island. They would be utterly unable to make their way out of there and would be forever stuck on that island.